Today I messed up by making my buddy realize his daughter is probably not his. Plus, all updates. I don't even know how to start. But here it goes. Me and my buddy are both in our mid-20s and work as engineers for the same company, and we've known each other since high school, and he's pretty much my best friend. We played a couple of rounds of Cs tonight, and we're talking via Discord. His girlfriend works as a nurse at the night shift sometimes. We usually use this time to game. The usual stuff. After the game, we decided to take a quick break for a couple of minutes, so we did the usual shit chat. We somehow talked about school and how both of us really never enjoyed their time there. As we grow up, we had both been bullied for being nerdish back in our school days. My buddy said that he hopes his daughter, who is 3F, will have a much nicer time later in school or high school compared to him. It got to the point where we talked about all the unimportant stuff we had to learn while we were there. Well, for me, I always disliked biology classes as I hated the teacher back then. I mean, really hated them. And I said jokingly to my buddy, trying to sound like my old teacher, the only things my 6th grade biology teacher taught us are mitochondria are the power plants of the cell, and you can tell if your mama cheated by your eye color. My buddy laughing at this point, really the eye color? And I said, yes, apparently. Uddy, how? Me. Take me for example. I have blue eyes, and so does my sister. Apparently blue eyes are what call a recessive gene. If one parent has blue eyes and the other has brown, there is only a small chance for your kid to be born with blue eyes. Well, my parents both also have blue eyes of their own, so it would be more than unlikely for me to have brown eyes. My buddy said, the more you know, then paused for a second. Then he said, be right back. Gotta make sure the little one goes sleep now. After that, he returned roughly a minute later, and I could hear him almost sobbing. Me and my girlfriend also both have blue eyes, but my daughter doesn't. It took me some time, but I could calm him down eventually. So after that, we both spent some time Googling away, but nope, blue eyes are recessive as I remembered. We found out that if both parents have blue eyes, the ratio is 99% blue eyes and 1% brown or green. So highly unlikely. My buddy quickly disconnected from the call. I tried to text and call him, but he didn't answer until 30 minutes later, saying he will call me soon. I stayed up all night telling my girlfriend to go to bed without me. The longer I waited, I started fearing for the worst. I texted him again and again. He always answered he'll call me in a couple of minutes. At a.m., he finally called me back and said that his girlfriend came home at 2:30 a.m. and asked him what's wrong. He told her he's not feeling well and will soon get back to bed. He waited until she was asleep to call me back. He told me he will take a paternity test behind her back to have something official to slap in her face. Then he started to cry, and I drove to his place to pick him up, and we went to a late night drive-through and grabbed something to eat. I've never seen my best friend like this, and I feel like I'm the one responsible for crushing his world. He told that he wanted to propose to her on Valentine's Day, but that's off the table. I dropped him off 2 hours later at his place. He said he will call me tomorrow. Now, typing this out laying in my bed next to my girlfriend who slept the whole time, unable to sleep. I can't shake the feeling that I destroyed my buddy's life. Update. He is not the father. So the results came in today, and my buddy called me right away. He showed the results his now ex-girlfriend, and she broke down claiming that even if their daughter is not his, that they should work this one out. My buddy has told her no, and that he will not raise somebody else's kid. She started to demand that, since he has been raising her for 3 years now, and that she had in fact stopped sleeping around 2 years ago, so they're all good now and can work this over. He's now crashing at my place while giving them 10 days to find a new place to stay. My buddy also told me he's giving her 10 only for the kids' sake. Otherwise, he would have thrown her out right away. He's also looking for lawyers should there be an aftermath to this, but test is more than sufficient where we live, so he's pretty much of the hook. Also, if you were wondering, the hospital does 3 tests back to back to make sure. Also, my buddy is the only one paying for the apartment and 2 cars they own, and he will sell hers to his niece. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.